Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I'm so grateful to be here with you guys. My name is Janine, and I'm back here with another reading for you guys of tarot scopes. So for anyone who's never been here before, tarot scopes are tarot readings based on your horoscope, but instead of it being purely just each individual of the 12 signs, I'm grouping them based on the astrological elements that each sign relates to. So the signs are grouped into 4 elements: air, fire, earth, and water. And this is a really great way to group them so that you can really tap into the energy of your sign. And the signs have a very distinct energy behind them that helps to connect to that kind of sub-essence of who you are on a very deep level, and how that evolves and moves with the elements of the sun and the moon and life and everything that's happening around you. And so what I'm going to be talking about today is about what's to come in April for you. And I'm going to do it a little bit different this month, so definitely drop some feedback below if you like this, if you don't like this. All kind of feedback is loved. Feel free to subscribe, hit the notification button. That's the way you're gonna get, notifications right away as things get uploaded. But that's how you're also gonna let me know that you like what I'm doing, and so I can keep doing more things. So there's gonna be 4 parts to the reading today. I'm gonna be giving you some themes for next month. Along the way, also specifics are gonna come out. So this is kind of like a general, by the way. Then I'm gonna be giving you some information from your guides. You might have guides that are angels, your ancestors, deceased loved ones. I'll get into that a bit more, but generally messages from your guides. We're gonna get into some specific energy centers that you might wanna tap into, a bit more practical information. And then we're gonna get into your tarot. What your tarot is predicting might be some things you wanna look out for, what might be happening for you in the month of April. These are things that can be in love, in finance, in your work, in your family, in any aspect of your life. This reading is not particular to one part of your life. I don't think that's not my style at all. If that is something you're interested in, feel free to book a personal reading. I have all that information below in the caption or in the description box. Personal readings can be done in person or online, so don't feel like you have to be in the Cayman Islands or the Caribbean. You can be anywhere in the world. Energy does not know time and space, which is why you're here on YouTube in the first place. So, and the last part, actually, I've got my dice. So Spirit speaks to me in all kinds of ways. Things find me in the miraculous of ways. I was thinking about incorporating a die or dice into readings, and then these red and green dice found me one day, and I just knew right away, because I have all these psychic abilities, as instinctively as I saw it, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I just found them in a drawer. Not in my, anyways, long story. So I'm gonna be asking Spirit if there are any auspicious days this month for you. We'll get into more of that later at the end of the reading, but get ready. All right, fire. So any of my Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you might have this as your sun, your moon, or your rising sign. I definitely would be looking first at your sun sign, then your rising, then your moon, but that's just my preference. That's how I do things. You do it the way it feels good for you. We're gonna be asking here what energies are gonna be really noticeable for you in the month of April. What are the big themes coming out for you in the month of April? What does Spirit want you to know about the month of April for my Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, any fire signs? What's important for the month of April? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Ooh, so something is being created. Definitely some big themes coming out here is your soul purpose. Huge. You are either becoming aware of what your soul purpose is if you are not already, fire signs, or you're starting to move deeper along on it. So either if you're in the category of not knowing what your soul purpose is, you're leaning into the mystery of it. You're starting to explore what it could possibly be, starting to get curious about it, starting to ask questions. What was I into as a child? What are the things that I think about, daydream about, playing? What are the things I enjoy investing in building? and starting to incorporate those things into your life and starting to explore them, actively bringing them into your life, not just theoretically thinking about them, but getting out into the world and making them practical explorations, and getting down and really starting to believe that you are part of a huge blueprint of the universe, of the cosmos, that you are not just a human being getting up, going to work, doing things, that you are part of a huge ecosystem, and that you shining your soul purpose matters. That if you are not, there's some almost dysfunction in the system, that something else is not able to shine as its brightest because this other piece, you, is not shining its brightest, that all the parts have to be doing their thing in the right order. There's something that you, and if you are in the bucket of knowing what your soul purpose is, this is the month where you are really tapping into it, really starting to build it, really starting to put pieces together and creating something. And even though you might not have it all figured out, you're being okay with the parts where you're like, okay, I'm just going with the flow. I know some pieces and I'm just starting to make it happen, because you are really starting to build something. Shine, believe that you are here for a purpose, and it might not be exactly what you're doing right now, but start investing in the places in which you know, but I love doing this thing. I love investing in this thing. I love practicing this thing, doing this thing. There's something that you are really, and there might be opportunities that start to come to you in April, but April for sure is a month about starting to put things together and starting to integrate your passions, the things that fill you up and nourish you into your life, and not just thinking about them, but actively bringing them in. Even though it might not all make sense right now, you're like, I'm just gonna try, I'm just gonna play. Let's see what your guides here, what messages your guides have for you for the month of April. For my fire signs here, guys, what messages do you have for my Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries? Okay. Anything else for my fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries? One more time. Ooh. Alrighty, one moment. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we got the Illumination card here, which again, the first card that made me know was your soul purpose was the card that said shine on. Now we have the Illumination card, a lot more references to like shining and something glowing, and even just the way the cards are drawn here. There is something that is going to be unveiled almost, or like a light is going to be shone down upon it, or something is going to be in the spotlight. It's like allowing yourself to bring attention to this part of your life that you feel enthusiastic about, that you feel overjoyed about, and giving yourself that permission. And it might not be that it's the only thing you're doing, but in some way giving yourself permission to give in to the things that really you enjoy and that make you feel like, this is what I'm here to do. This is the people I'm here to serve. This is the product I was here to make. This is the service I'm here to provide. And your intuition, I feel like you already know what this is. I feel like a lot of my fire signs, getting the intuition card here, you already know what it is. And oh my gosh, and getting Micah, the Archangel Micah, the time is now. You've probably been thinking about this for a long time, or at least been getting these like little nudges that this is something you're supposed to do. And now it's like, you just have to. This is the time. April is the month for you to open your heart, your mind, your wallet, your time, everything. Invest in yourself. Invest in the things that you feel called to do, not just the things you were told you're supposed to do, the things you said, oh yeah, you're really good at that, you're supposed to do that thing. Not everything you're good at is the thing you're supposed to do. You're also getting here the health card and the conflict resolution card. So I really feel like there might be, because these cards have words on them, but they don't often actually mean it verbatim or literally what is written here. But my intuition is drawing me here to mean that you might have some pushback. There might be some people in your life or some organizations in your life that are telling you you're not supposed to do what you think what you want to be doing, or there might be some ways in which you have to deal with not drama, but conflict in a sense. You might have people who are telling you to do opposite to what your intuition is. You might have people who are encouraging you to stick with the status quo. And I think your guides are telling you here that you have everything you need to do to work through the conversations, the situations in which people are going to tell you to do opposite to what your gut, your instincts, your guides are telling you to do, because it might not be what everyone else around you is doing, or it might be even conflict within yourself that your guides are saying this is an internal conflict, but you know deep down this is where you're meant to be, that this resolution is coming, that you're struggling perhaps with moving forward into this space that is truly meant for you, but in time that will subside. Like, lean into it being unknown. It doesn't have to all make sense all at one time. Think of how many things in our life we only had one piece of it, but we worked through that one piece, then we worked through the next piece, then we worked through the next piece. I think some of my fire signs here might be dealing with some health issues, so that April is definitely a month to pay attention to your health, to pay attention to feeling grounded and rooted, especially if you're going to be doing all of this work. Your base chakra is going to be needing to pay attention. So this is healthy eating, exercise, meditation, deep breathing, pranayama, putting your feet on the ground, bare feet on the earth, grass, dirt, walking, being in the ocean. If you are not in places where you can do these things, finding YouTube meditations where you can hear earth sounds, running water, you can hear grass moving. Get yourself as close to nature as possible. If you can put your hands on the grass, if you can actually take your shoes off, allow your physical body to connect to the earth, put your fingers in the dirt. This is really important for you, but I really feel like you need to get your blood circulating. So exercise, even if it's not every day, maybe it's 30 minutes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like make it a routine, something that you enjoy preferably, because that will make your body feel better about it. And focusing on eating foods that are really balanced and healthy, trying to avoid overly processed foods that are not going to weigh you down and are easier to move through your system. I think this is also going to be really supportive for you. Let's see if there are any energy centers that are asking for your attention, any other things for the month of April. Woo. Okay. Anything else? There's a lot of energy in the cards, so I really feel like April is a month of opportunities. You're gonna get a lot of opportunities coming towards you, or you're gonna be strong in manifesting. So keeping your mind really, keeping your mind really sharp by telling yourself really positive things and not forcing it, but just finding this nice balance of, I have the capacity to live a healthy life, and not trying to tell yourself, all the grandiose things possible, but feeding your mind healthy thoughts. Again, base chakra. This is what I was telling you, fire signs. You really need to stay grounded. Opportunities are going to start flowing to you, and if you do not have yourself grounded, you are going to be like a candle in the wind. You are going to be flowing, all kind of directions. You got a lot of cards here, so let's try and take this as easily as we can. You might be a manifestor by visualization. I always recommend people writing down their manifestations, but on top of that, manifesting can be done in a million different ways. I think writing it down is one way to clarify our manifestations, to get really fine-tuned on what they are and why we want them. But on top of that, you might take them further, you might make them happen more quickly, you might connect to them on a deeper level by visualizing them. So what I would do is, when you're manifesting for the month of April, and I would do this before the first of the month, especially because we're under the full moon still. Visualize in meditation some of them happening. Pick one maybe. Visualize in detail it happening, especially before you go to bed. That's a very potent time to visualize. That will make them happen much more quickly. Also visualize why you want them to happen. When you know why you want them to happen, it makes it that much more meaningful and also shifts you into a different frequency, a frequency of gratitude, a frequency of love, a frequency of knowing that this is going to help people, not just yourself, but others. Like, who is going to thrive because of this? Who is going to heal because of this? Who is going to be uplifted? How is it going to help you help yourself? How is it going to help you help others? How is it going to help you become or feel or do or whatever the thing is? There's a lot here about you finding insight and awareness. I really think you should be meditating a lot this month. Your dreams might also be, you definitely need to be visualizing before bed. Your dreams are going to be a way that you manifest. They like cement when you sleep. And again, with the faith, you might not have it all sorted out, but that's okay. You, as a fire sign, we can definitely, because I have a moon in Leo and some Aries, and Sagittarius in my chart. So I know what it's like when you just want things to happen very quickly and you want to just go, go, go. This is a month for you to be doing, but also be leaning into to it being okay that you don't know all the answers right away, that things are happening at a pace that's not like, oh, I know all the things to do. I'm just going to go check, check, check one at a time. Some other things here that are popping out to me are that whatever this thing is, whatever the things that are happening in April, it's going to be allowing you an opportunity to really ask yourself, where am I not feeling confident in myself? Where do I need to build self-esteem? It might be this new soul purpose that you're connecting to. You might not feel like you're qualified to do it, but you definitely are. You might not feel like you have enough self-worth on a personal level, never mind doing this thing. So this is an opportunity. Okay, my nose is itching a lot. And this is definitely related to the reading. You might definitely be needing to do breath exercises. You might not be breathing properly. I would definitely encourage you to be doing Nadi Shodhana. This is an alternate nostril breathing exercise that balances the left and right hemispheres of the brain, especially because you're getting the emotional balance card here, and the base chakra and solar, just all the cards here, because my nose is continuously bothering me. These things, I know for some of us who are new to spirituality or the practices, the kind of synchronicities that happen when you begin to walk a spiritual path, these things are not coincidence, they're confirmation. You know everything that I'm talking about. This is nothing new to you, but you are not in a balanced place. You need to get more balanced and have faith and believe that where you're going is where you're meant to be. You need to get connected to loving yourself and believing that this is the path you need to be on, and setting some boundaries. You might be giving your energy away to too many people, too many places, to too many things. You need to start setting some boundaries and saying, this is my time to meditate. This is my time to be by myself. This is my time to be with other people. Being more aware of your calendar, your schedule. How are you allocating the resources of your energy? That is a resource. That is why you pay people pay you for your time. It is a resource. Your voice is really important here. You have a unique voice. So whatever the thing is that you're shining with, it's very unique to your sense of self-expression. So finding ways to balance that self-expression. This is really beautiful, but you need to find a nice way to find balance in your energy. You might be running a little too hot in one place, a little too cold in another, and not meaning that you're being nice and mean to someone, but it's like too much of an extreme. And what's the bottom of the deck here? Yeah, crown chakra. You might be feeling a little anxious right now or a little depressed because you're not in the right place, wherever it is you're working or whatever relationship you're in or something, but I think it's more related to possibly work. You're not tapped into the right career or something. You're not doing the thing you're supposed to be doing. And you already know this. You know you have a higher calling, but you're not fully leaning into it. somehow in April, you're gonna either have to make the opportunities or they're gonna come to you. Let's see if the tarot gives us any more information. I'm just gonna shuffle the cards over a little bit so that we have some more information. But you already know everything that I'm saying, fire signs. This is nothing new. I don't, and maybe that's not consciously, maybe it's subconsciously, but this is nothing new to you. You already have had this feeling, or you've already started exploring these things. You know that you have a very unique voice, are very capable, but you need to believe that whatever it is you want to be doing, or believe that there's something else that you should be doing. So let's see, what is it that April is asking of our fire signs here? What should they be focusing on? Whoa, what should they be doing? What is April bringing for our Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries? Is there anything else, Spirit? What is April bringing for Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries? Anything else? Well, that's a lot of cards. Yeah, oh my gosh, no, that's too many. Okay, this is a lot of energy for you. This is what I'm saying. The cards don't always jump out like this. Okay, let's leave it like that. You have a lot of energy, and that might be part of what I'm picking up, that you need to balance your energy. There needs to be less all over the place and just a little bit more stability. Okay. Yeah, lots of different energies here. Okay, so again, we're getting the solar plexus chakra. This is the energy that I was getting with self-esteem, self-worth, self-love, like feeling like I believe I can do this. I have confidence in myself. This is something that you want to pay attention to in April. Things that make, and this is also the health. This is also where we move our body, we exercise, we feel strong because we are digesting well, we are circulating our blood, we are circulating our fluids. The whole body is pumping really strong. We feel strong, therefore our abdominals are strong. Our whole body feels strong because we're moving it. It's energized, we're fueling it properly, we're breathing deeply. This is really huge, really huge. So you want to be paying attention to your health in April. You want to be paying attention to things that make you feel courageous and feel like you are worth making yourself an investment. The solar plexus energy goes in. So you want to invest in yourself in April. You're also getting here the heart chakra energies. This was the emotional balancing that I was picking up. And again, oh my gosh, as I say it, my nose starts to itch again. This is why I was getting that nose itching. The breathing pattern stimulates the balance between the left and the right hemisphere when you do of the brain, and the masculine and the feminine energy when you do Nadi Shodhana. So Nadi Shodhana is an alternate nostril breathing. You can look it up on YouTube. You can find tons of information for it. Your heart energy is not balanced. So doing that will possibly help, but there's something around the heart that wants to receive more love, more affection. Just your emotions in general don't feel steady. So I would suggest doing that to steady them. I'm also picking up, oh gosh, okay, Ace of Wands. You are starting, this is the month, this is what I'm telling you, soul purpose. You are starting something hugely passionate this month. Fire, this is you definitely in the minor arcanas. You are starting something this month, and it is going to be hugely successful, and it is going to be passionate and creative and light you up. It can be in any area of your life. It might not be related to work necessarily. It would be the Ace of Pentacles if it was just work. It can be anything. It could involve your community. And then you have here the Two of Wands as well, or Two of Wands. And this is when you know it's going to be successful, but it's just going to take some time to happen. So again, this is what I was talking about with being mysterious. You do not have all of the pieces. You don't know exactly how it's going to come about. So you have to just work with bit by bit by bit. So this is going to be your challenge, because patience is not usually a strong suit of fire signs. So patience is going to be something that you're going to have to start to draw on in April. It's going to be about starting something and being patient as you work through it. It's also here about, especially with the Sun card in reverse, this is about patience. It's about, you're not necessarily being stagnant, you're just taking your time. You're not bursting out like the sun, going at full capacity in your solar energy, because this is why you're working on the Sun card here. You got to take things a little slow right now. 7 of Pentacles, patience and planning. This is when you make smart financial decisions for long-term goals. So you are really thinking long-term in April with your money, with your finances, with your physical life. And not wanting everything to just be like, yeah, I'm getting everything right now. I wouldn't be hoarding your money necessarily. Getting the 4 of Pentacles, this is when we hoard our money. But knowing where you want to invest it. This is a lot about investments in April. You're making really wise investments in April. Definitely wise investments. And notice if you're resisting from collaborating with people, if you don't want to work in teams. There's definitely this element here of possibly being open to teamwork. Or perhaps even, as I say that, with the Empress underneath and then the base chakra, what was I saying? You might be moving into a phase of life where you're a bit more independent. That might be what's happening for you. You might be moving into a phase of being more independent where you're manifesting things for you. I think you might be moving into, possibly some of you might be becoming entrepreneurs, or at least moving away from large groups and no longer needing to have large groups. You might be doing it more on your own. Yeah, my nose is itching again. Yeah, I think that might be what's happening here. And you just need the confidence to know that. All right, group. All right, my fire signs. We're going to roll the dice here and ask if there are 3 dates in April that are going to be auspicious days for you. So good days for you to maybe take a day off. Good days for you to start something new. Good days for you to start focusing on your health. Anything here that pops up for you. So I would mark these dates down and take into consideration all that I've said and think about how they might apply for you, because the big themes for you here were your health, getting courageous, your emotional balance, starting something new that feels passionate, but letting it happen in a way that you don't have to have everything sorted out right away. Thinking long term, like going like steady, like not rushing into life, and perhaps starting to think about being a bit more independent, pulling away from huge groups, noticing where groups are not maybe serving you so much, or what groups right now aren't serving you, but knowing that you're going to be successful, believing in yourself. So let's see, are there any dates in April? Oh, one came out on its own. So the 6th of April is going to be an auspicious day for you, group fire signs. So is the 10th. As is going to be the 11th. So the 6th, the 10th, and the 11th are going to be auspicious days for you in April. And that is your reading. Thank you so much, my Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries friends, for being here. I'm a Leo moon, so I definitely resonated with some of this. If you have any comments, I'd love to hear them. Drop comments below, like, subscribe, drop the notification bell on so you can hear about any more. I'm definitely going to be having some more pick-a-cards coming back soon. But yeah, let me know if you like the tarot scopes. I haven't done these before. This is my second one. And I'm always interested to know what resonates with you guys. So let me know what feels good. So glad to see you guys. Have a beautiful full moon. Bye.